Sin duda alguna avanzaré, aun si cubro mis ojos. Sé que a algún lugar llegaré. La tentación es quien me manipula hoy. Mi vida pendiendo está en el karma así de sus hilos. Paso los días preguntando por qué, llorando al cielo voy a apuntar. Intento escapar y no encuentro lugar, cautivo mi orgullo. En este mundo vagando en soledad estoy. Mi dedo en el gatillo de pronto comienza a temblar. Si el futuro cambia, al tren del destino la mira. Creer en mi corazón, que en el blanco yo daré. Sin dudar aceptaré la decisión con todo hay en mis ojos.
Ok, hagamos estas misiones. Hagamos estas misiones que son de misiones principales, misiones legendarias. Una sombra de antaño. Dirígete al arca de la perla. Paimon y tú reconocieron un rostro familiar cuando subieron al barco. Ok, perfecto. Ok, vamos. Creo que en el puerto podía ir más rápido. Si pudiera al puerto. Por aquí. Cuando subo una vez, ya puedo ir completamente. Esto no era. Había un puerto por aquí por el que podía ir. Pero no me acuerdo en qué posición se encontraba. Ah, ya. Se encontraba del otro lado. Pero ahora que lo pienso, hay también otra misión que tengo que encontrar antes. Antes de esa. Antes de esa. Plan. Sí, otra vez tus encargos. ¿Ocurre algo? Eres tú. Estaba revisando los encargos que he llegado al gremio, pero cada vez son más insuficientes, ¿ok? Desde que las 7 estrellas tomaron el control de Liyue, la Geormada cada vez más se encarga de más cosas. Últimamente parece que la gente prefiere pedirle ayuda a la Geormada para los encargos más difíciles en lugar de preguntarnos a nosotros. Nuestros encargos de ahora son buscar animales perdidos, transportar cosas, entregar cartas y cosas de ese tipo. Por ejemplo, este encargo. Nuestro pequeño Hui se perdió en el campo. Es un gato de color gris. En cuanto a otros detalles, ese tipo de encargos lleva tiempo y esfuerzo, pero bueno, no importa. Aunque no me importan mucho los asuntos del gremio, no puedo permitir que nuestros aventureros se saturen con ese tipo de encargo. Para que la gente confíe en nosotros y nos asignen trabajos más importantes, creo que debemos aceptar encargos de mayor dificultad. Hace poco nos llegó un encargo de alguien quien quería que nos ocupáramos de un Lahachrul acorazado que deambulaba por el campo. Tuvo que ser archivado debido a la falta de candidatos capaces de derrotar a esa criatura. Pero si estás dispuesta a hacerlo, ¿por qué no nos ayudas a resolver este asunto? Cuenta conmigo. Qué curioso, lo del gato gris estaba resaltado. Cuenta conmigo. Genial, muchas gracias. Yo iré seleccionando encargos. Si tuviéramos más aventureros tan fuertes como tú, no tendríamos este problema. Vamos a ver si tiene el otro. Sí. La descripción de Hui Hui es muy detallada, pero si se perdió en el campo será difícil encontrarlo. Ah, qué curioso. Ese gato es como que importante. What is your problem? Chian. Hey tú, quiero enfrentarme contigo. Descuida, no me refiero a una pelea, es solo un juego de cartas. Tengo mucha confianza en mis habilidades del juego. ¿Quién eres? No soy más que una persona común y corriente que hace algo que otro trabajo del gremio de aventureros y que casualmente es un buen jugador. Si tienes algún asunto con la maestra de la división del gremio, puedes hablar conmigo. Si tienes algo... Ah, sí. ¿Jugador? ¿Verdad? Es mi mejor habilidad. No hay quien me supere. Lo que más me gusta hacer es apostar con otras personas que, si pierden, deben unirse al gremio de aventureros. No es por exagerar, pero creo que el número de personas que he reclutado para el gremio supera el número de personas que se unen voluntariamente. ¿Los reclutaste por medios cuestionables? No, para nada. Nunca he hecho nada fraudulento en mi vida. Dicho esto, con el fin de conocer a tu enemigo como te conoces a ti mismo, lo he aprendido he aprendido acerca de los métodos fraudulentos utilizados por otros para no caer presa de ellos. Por ejemplo, a menudo se ven jugadores que llevan una flor como broche en el pecho. En realidad el broche está hueco por dentro, pero lo usan para guardar cartas, dados, etcétera. Yo nunca usaría algo como esto, así que toma. Broche del jugador. Ya veo. Interesante.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
Chop suey. Chop suey. Ok, vamos a primero hacerlo de antes de ir allá. Vamos a chop suey. One Min Restaurant. Ah, es aquí abajo. Ok. Puedo ir desde este lugar. Chop suey. Chop suey. Tasty chop suey. Ok. Por aquí puedo llegar. Dice, es un lavacucho acorazado, derrotémoslo. Ok. Hola amigo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? Nada. ¿Qué cuentas? Espérate. Está todo tranquilo. Y una última por buenos detalles. Ok, vamos a meternos con él ya. Miau. Oh. ¿Eh? ¿Qué hace un gato por aquí? ¿El sonido de antes lo hizo él? Miau, miau. Un gato. Tal vez sea Hui. Un gato gris perdido en el campo. Ah, cierto. Debe ser el encargo del que nos habló Lan. ¿Quién habría imaginado que lo encontraríamos aquí? ¿Acaso ha estado por aquí todo este tiempo? Ah, está aquí, véalo. Miau, miau. Como el Cruz acorazado estaba en ese sitio, nadie se atrevió a acercarse. Y él tampoco se atrevió a salir. Así que estaba escondido aquí. Es una suerte que hayamos venido. Si no, quién sabe hasta cuándo tendría que seguir escondido. Miau, miau. Miau, miau, miau. Miau, miau. Diríamos llevárselo a Lan. Sí, podemos estar de acuerdo. Llevémoslo a Lan para que ella se lo devuelva a la persona que hizo el encargo. Miau, miau, miau. Miau, miau, miau. No te entenderá por mucho que lo imites. Vamos, nos lo llevamos. Miau, miau, miau. Miau, 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 miau. Miau, 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 miau. Miau, miau, miau. Miau, 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 miau.
Power cord!
Whoops. ¿Derrotaste al Archer? ¿Acorazado? Sí, y también encontré a Hui. Muchas gracias. ¿Qué? Muchas gracias. ¿Qué? Miau, 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 miau. Este gato es... Creo que es Hui. Un momento. Déjame comparar su aspecto con lo que dice en la lista de características del encargo. A ver. La mayoría de características concuerda. Parece que efectivamente es él. Gato que se describe, que es el gato que se describe en el anuncio. La persona que hizo el encargo se pondrá muy contenta. Después de dar tantas vueltas, al final volvió a tratarse de un gato perdido. No sé qué decir. Informaré de estos encargos a las personas que los publicaron. Muchas gracias. Por favor, acepta esto como recompensa por hacernos este favor. Parece que quien publicó el encargo del gato se ha mudado. Nos llevará algún tiempo contactar con ambos. Yo cuidaré de este menino hasta que llegue su dueño. Miau, 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 miau. Vieron mi gato, súper genial. Dice, parece que no hay nadie que pueda resolver. ¿Resolver qué? La pista de un tesoro. O mejor dicho, un rumor. Un aventurero dijo que había encontrado la pista de un tesoro cerca del valle Tianqiu. Al final tuve que reportárselo al gremio y ellos le ofrecieron una recompensa para esa supuesta pista. Cualquier aventurero que quiera probar puede intentar seguir la pista. Si realmente resuelve este acertijo y encuentra el tesoro del gremio, le daré una recompensa adicional. Pero hasta ahora nadie ha logrado encontrar el rastro del tesoro. ¿Puedo intentarlo? Oh, por sí. Si realmente te interesa, no hay problema con que lo intentes. Marcaré la ubicación de esta pista en tu mapa para que vayas a ver. Ok, pero eso lo haremos después de hacer el de Yonli, seguramente. Vamos a hacer lo de la historia de Yonli primero. El puerto por el que podía pasar estaba por aquí. Por el que podía ir estaba por aquí, de eso estoy seguro. Había un barco que podía coger para ir. De eso estoy seguro. Pero no recuerdo exactamente dónde estaba. Creo que era por aquí. Había un barco que podía llevarme, pero no recuerdo dónde estaba. Rayos. No, no eras tú, ok, no, no eras tú. Ah. Quiero resolver dónde estaba, porque también me llama la atención eso. Pensé que era un cofre, pero es un barril. Un barril, ¿verdad? Sí, es un barril, ok. Si era un cofre o algo así. Había un puerto... Era de este lado, del otro lado era. Ok, está en el mapa. Era del otro lado. Aquí giro. Era uno de estos. Creo. No sé si es que es en el día solamente. Vamos a ver qué pasa si pongo de día. A ver si solo es en el día. Rayos, ¿dónde está ese puerto? Yo una vez lo cogí, pero fue solo una vez. Y fue hace mucho. Ah, qué curioso. Me da la impresión. Qué extraño. Bueno, si no voy a tener que llegar de la manera... ¿cómo se llama? Anticuada. Que creo que ya hubiera llegado, si no hubiera estado buscando el puerto, pero en parte es buena idea buscar el puerto para que para que la próxima vez que vaya, si alguna otra vez voy, sea muy rápido. Ok. Oh. Ok, creo que lo voy a tener que hacer de la antigua manera. Sí, creo que lo voy a tener que hacer de la antigua manera. Oh, ok, no me queda de otra. Primero voy a volar de aquí a acá a ver si puedo. Ok. Quiero ver a qué puerto me lleva después. Es un puerto en específico que me lleva después. No, es que lo recuerdo cuando estaba cazando a las flores de hielo. Había un cofre que vi que no cogí. Listo. Ok, vamos por acá. Voy a ir en la noche también. Me gusta un poco más el escenario de noche. Me gusta un poco más el escenario nocturno. Espérese. No tanto. Algo así. Así está bien, no importa. Da lo mismo. Okay. 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 Va a caer. Okay. 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 Perfecto. Okay.
Life is short, so eat, drink, and be merry.
It's an honor to meet you.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Okay.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views.
Pero él es... Bueno. En realidad él es... Yo creo que alguien conozca... que sepa la historia del rey de Geo mejor que él.
We are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
The first Mora?
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Teyvat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed on secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, Perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No, no, no. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is a catalyst. This we all know. Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise will boldly expound on the newest findings from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
Es interesante porque esto da a entender mucho de que las personas a veces le dan demasiado valor a algo que tal vez en realidad no lo tiene. Demasiado significado y valor a tal vez algo que ni siquiera tiene eso. A veces la realidad es bastante simple y aburrida y normal. Pero no hay nada malo con eso tampoco.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough! Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
En realidad él es... No creo que alguien lo conozca mejor que él.
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
Sí. Ok, ¿eso es correcto?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
Porque él puede crear Mora cuanto quiere, porque no usar un material que puede utilizar en cualquier momento, que puede crear literalmente. Él puede crearlo en cualquier momento. Es como si alguien pudiera crear madera o cualquier otra cosa, lo utilizaría sin importar que tuviera valor de cierta forma. Es simplemente un material, lo puede crear a diestra y siniestra como él quiera. Lo puede crear en cualquier momento que él desee.
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
Sí, eso mismo.
Oh.
Sí, eso mismo. Es como si estuviera contando la historia de otra persona. Es como si estuviera contando la historia de otra persona.
I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about archaeology. Can we find somewhere quiet to chat? I mean, if it's okay with you.
Okay.
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us? Perhaps they could be of some help.
Solo quiero escuchar una buena historia.
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
Ok. Sal flore. Sal flore activado. Huh.
Life is short, so eat,
¿Dónde están?
drink, and be merry.
Ah, ya están allá.
This is fine.
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet.
Ok. ¿Qué es?
Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Huh.
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle.
Harbia, la diosa de la sal. Creo que no había escuchado de ella antes. No creo que es la primera vez que escucho de ella.
Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
No me
This-
mires. No me mires.
This
Dice,
bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
tan complicada es la historia. Debe ser un poco incómodo, Johnny.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
¿Qué es lo que quieres? Habla.
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya.
Oh, okay.
Not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry.
Okay.
I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
Gustavo aceptó dinero para ponerlo como... para que fuera consejero.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes?
Creo que deberíamos tener cuidado.
Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
Okay.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too.
De acuerdo. En realidad no sé nada de arqueología.
This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures.
Seguramente
It
que
is
sí.
a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
This
Okay.
is... Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Wow, por Dios.
That is quite enticing. All right, then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
Ok, la forma en que hablas no es nada siniestra. Veamos. El bosque, ok. ¿A dónde tenemos que ir? Primero que todo, vamos a dejar de seguir a la planta. Vamos aquí. Es acá, ok. Ok, perfecto. Voilà. Ahí vamos. Vamos a ver qué podemos encontrar en este lugar. Pero este man se va bastante interesado. Y no suena nada siniestro para nada. Creo que nos va a causar problemas. En cualquier caso, vamos, Eli.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Puchica. Sus intenciones no sobresalen.
Huh? Hyman thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the Overlord of the Vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
Oh.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size.
Wow.
But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich.
No.
Rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life. Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here.
Okay.
The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well,
Okay.
go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Ok, tenemos una. ¿Eso es un cofre? Oh, sí, es un cofre, lo veo al fondo. Primero que todo, ustedes muéranse.
Can't handle your drink.
Shreds on
No quiero que me vieran y luego me congelaran. Hey. La electricidad me estaba matando. Ok. Próximo curación de Diona tengo que dársela a la aventurera y a Fisher especialmente.
Midnight, bitch! Think you can bully me? Starball!
Listo.
Diana Special! Feel the beat! Amp it up!
No le di. O no le di bien, una de dos.
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Manicure usado. Ok. Interesante, vamos a ver qué es. Maniquí usado. Dice, un maniquí normal y corriente. Es un poco más pequeño de lo habitual, pero aparte de eso no tiene nada de especial. Se ven algunas arañazos causados por el uso. Probablemente lo han traído desde otro lugar. Huh. Ok. No tienen nada, en serio. Wow. Ok. Esa fue la manera. Tenemos más. Por aquí. Que había esto y que sí hay que salvarlo. Pero es por allá. Es para estar al otro lado. No, se me fue. Era más atrás. Y me vieron. Ah, bueno.
Starball! By royal decree! Feel the beat! Time to rock!
¿Dónde está? Ah, ya estás. Listo. Perfecto. Ok. Listo. Es aquí en esta roca donde están los slimes, lo que precisamente quería evitar. Es esta caja. Bolsa de tela burda. Ah. Y el otro se encuentra al otro lado. Puedo primero ir caminar un poco por esta. Por aquí. Y luego cambiar a la derecha. Cangrejo. ¡Cangrejos! Más cangrejos. No, siga con lo suyo. Oh, una mariposa brillante. Ah, ya no la agarré. Se me fue. Pero guarde, como sea. ¿En serio? Ok. Au.
By royal decree. Power core.
Ah, bueno. Listo. Ok.
They're gathering together here. But why?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract them. But the hydromanic monsters... I have a contract. I must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Ok. Qué extraño. Parece que tenía algún tipo de conexión con los monstruos.
Reveal thyself.
Ok. Y es curioso, casi nunca, prácticamente nunca vemos a esos monstruos. O sea, creo que nunca los vemos, aparte de que sean con Oceanía.
Can't handle your dream. Power core. Time to rise.
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
Placa de piedra misteriosa, ok. No. Ok. Volvemos, ¿ah? Ah, justo aquí atrás. Oh. Yo marqué este lugar como... Ah, sí. Sí lo marqué. No se preocupen por mí, estoy simplemente... recolectando materiales. A ver qué es lo que tengo. Dice bolsa de tela burda. Una bolsa de tela burda de un material corriente. En su interior hay unos cuantos objetos húmedos. Quizás se cayeron de un barco mercante. Y luego tenemos la placa de piedra misteriosa. Una losa de piedra de origen desconocido con grabados misteriosos en su superficie. Valioso para la investigación. Ok. Vamos a ver qué tan valioso es para él, ya que no es dinero. A menos que no. Qué curioso. Creo que no le daba bien porque chocaban el agua antes, pero la electricidad ni siquiera le hacía daño.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
Puchica. Qué tipo más encantador.
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, I mean experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the God of Salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange?
Es un poco extraño. Si eres experta, no puedes carecer cultura general. Es un poco extraño.
And you! You kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look.
Okay.
Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power in it?
Huh.
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the God of Salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you? You're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
¿No quieres hacerte rico con la arqueología? No, ¿quieres hacerte rico con la arqueología? No, ¿quieres reunir la fuerza de los dioses? No, ¿quieres hacerte rico por la arqueología?
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
So what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
Ok. Encantador, amigo mío, encantador. Unas ruinas bajo llave. Ok. Saltaran será entonces nuestra siguiente parada. ¿Dónde es? Porque no hay... Ah, ya lo vi. Creo que está cubierto por el... Ups. ¿Qué es aquí? Sí, vamos a tener que ir por aquí porque no hay otra forma de llegar. No hay otra forma de llegar. No hay otra forma de llegar. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Brum, 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 brum. Brum, 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 brum. Okay. Okay. Literal no me está molestando, puedo dejarlos en paz. Ah, no, no puedo dejarlos en paz. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Royal decree! Feel the beat!
Nos vemos. No puede aguantarme. Tuve que despedazarlos.
Power core!
Ah. Vamos a esperar que esto vuelva a normalidad. Ok.
Oz, reveal! Drop! I summon thee! Wings of darkness! Came out of your dreams! Feel the beat! Amp it up! Drop! Shake! Shake the ass! Oz, reveal thyself!
Nos vemos. Un placer hacer negocios con ustedes. Mi gata quedó mal.
Can't handle your drink! Huh!
Listo. Ok. Me atrasé un poco con la curación de Fischl, pero no importa. Ah. Ah. Tengo que hacerlo más rápido. Ahora soy un gato mojado. Oh. ¿Qué es esto? Ok. La sal sella el inferior de las ruinas, a las cuales no podrá entrar quien no haya sido invitado. Ah. Interesante.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
No le te va a agradar, no le vas a agradar mucho a ella.
According to legend, the people of the god of salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Esperemos.
Oh, that's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Salterai. However,
Perfecto.
the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of salt.
¿Está relacionado con Celeste? ¿Tiene relación con Rex Lapis? ¿Tiene relación con Rex Lapis?
I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. but I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The
Okay.
god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide.
Posiblemente
So,
sí.
the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the God of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You
Okay.
weren't listening at all, were you? Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
Tal vez
I
sí.
may know something about it.
What?
¿En serio?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
Ok, no problema. Podemos ir con todo gusto. Está del otro lado. Sí, es del otro lado, que ves perfecto. Vamos a ver, cero. Ah, no. No. Gata mojada otra vez. Ya por aquí. Del otro lado. Ok, pensé que había visto una rana o una lagartija o algo así. Por cierto, ¿en este árbol hay algo? No, ni huevos ni nada, ok. Ahora vamos por aquí.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
Ah, sí. Ok, tengo que ponerme justo aquí. Ops, ya lo tenía.
See that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
Ok. Ok. Del otro lado. Ok, sí, se está poniendo bastante interesante con el misterio de la... ¿Cómo se llama? De la diosa de la sal y los mecanismos.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this?
Seguramente. Seguramente.
When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War. This benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, even one sliver of peace was a luxury. And that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Sur, este, oeste y norte. Ok. Espera, primero tengo que quitar a los... No. No van a hacer nada de eso.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Me congelé un momento, pero no importa. Ahora sí. Ok. Ahora sí. Ok, sería... Ok. El norte del mapa está... Parece... Ok, entramos por aquí. ¿Dónde están los demás? Ok. Sería sur. Porque es el de abajo. Sur. Este. Ups. Ups. Oeste. Y norte.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Espérese. Entonces el sur es diferente. Ok, ese es el centro. Espérese.
Tianheng in the south,
Ok.
Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
No es precisamente las direcciones, sino que, desde qué punto es el sur y el norte en este lugar. Este dicho nunca... Ok, espérese. Vamos a poner a seguir otra cosa para que no me joda más, porque ese muñeco me está jodiendo ahí. Ok.
I hear the voice of fate,
Ok,
speaking my
ahora sí.
name in humble supplication.
Ahora sí, es que no podía ver el norte antes. Es aquí, entonces el sur está allá. El sur es para acá. Ahora sí, es que en el mapa la planta me estaba tapando la dirección del norte. La dirección del norte. Sur. Sureste. No, sur, este, norte, oeste, ¿verdad? Era. Ya, ahora se me olvidó. Sí, norte al final.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Ok, ahora sí. Sur. Este. Oeste. Y norte.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Sur. Lo que estoy confundiendo es este y oeste. Siempre confundo esos dos. Bien. Sí. Este y oeste es lo que estaba confundiendo.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth, lost to time.
Ok. La forma en que lo dijo es como si yo lo supiera. Yo, como que yo lo sabía. Johnny, no estás ocultando muy bien tu identidad. Pero yo qué sé. Listo.
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Ok. Me parece bien para que no discutan.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
Ok, perfecto. Yo tampoco tomaré ningún objeto. Seguramente tomaré objetos, pero no los que piensan que son.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily!
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely not.
I don't agree either. He will only defile the precious relics left behind by the god of salt. I can't accept this.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition.
Oh.
You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough to make a fortune.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
Ok.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's go.
Ok, aquí vamos. ¿Alguien tiene gladiador? Porque si no lo tienen van a morir. Estoy viendo si hay algún cofre o algo así. Este lugar es completamente nuevo para mí. ¡Qué bien! Oh, ahí me parece que hay algo allá. Ah, una flor creo que era. Oh, lilas. ¿Qué es de estas lilas? Oh, rayos. Oh. Bueno, ya que. Me fui en todas. Quería agarrar de esas lilias y me fui en todas. Espérese. Quiero agarrarlas. Eso es todo lo que quiero. No parece haber ningún tipo de... Oh. Bien. Bien. No parece haber ningún tipo de tesoro o algo así. Cofre por aquí, así que podemos realmente continuar. Hablando de no haber cofres. Ok. Ah, qué tonis. Este lugar tiene un... tiene sonido ajustado. Cuando muevo la cámara hacia este lado así. Ya. El audio es cambiante. El audio es cambiante dependiendo de del punto en que me encuentre. Cuando tengo ¿cómo se llama? La cámara de esta forma, puedo escuchar la catarata en los dos auriculares de mis audífonos. Cuando lo pongo así, solo lo escucho del lado derecho. ¿Qué tonis? Y cuando lo pongo de esta forma, solo del lado izquierdo, porque la catarata está de este lado. Así también lo escucho de los dos lados porque estoy frente a ella. Es muy interesante. Qué bueno detalle. Apartamento de sonido, montones. Oh.
By royal decree. Sayonara special. Time to rock. Rumble apart.
Ah, son inmunes. Esos haciendo son inmunes. Me fue en todas, son inmunes a mi movimiento geo que está haciendo. Bueno, no es lo mismo. Bueno, hay más lilias aquí, violetas. Campanita de cristal se llaman. Aquí en el juego. Los campanitas de cristal, ¿qué tones? Qué bonito este lugar. Qué bonito este lugar, en serio. ¡Wii! Voy a este lugar. Hay unos lirios aquí. Cabeza de loto. Ok. Hay un pez. Vuelve, pez, vuelve. Solo dura. ¿Qué tan hizo eso? Ok. Hay unos slimes. Allá. Espérese. Hay uno de los slimes. Tengo que sacarme primero. Ok, me voy a ahogar si eso sigue así. Creo. Ahí. Y ahí, perfecto. Voy a marcar este lugar. Ayuda para buscar recursos. Cofre. A ver, hay una lilia abajo. Hay una lilia de arriba. No se llaman lilias, se llaman campanita violetas aquí. ¿Hay algo allá arriba? Imaginación. Ah, no, solo es el brillo. Sí. Estoy explorando toda esta zona bastante bien. No hay nada aquí. Listo. Ok. Ahí voy abajo, no nada. Nada más. A ver si hay algún cofre o algo así por aquí. No parece. Ok, solo entremos al lugar. Ok, aquí vamos. Ok. Entremos a explorar. Ok. Listo. Perfecto. Todavía está cargando, ok. Ok, aquí estamos. Ah, sí es cierto, este es el lugar donde le permiten probar a Johnny a uno.
Are these statues?
No.
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Inspeccionar. Una estatua extraña. Parece hecha de sal. Ah, uno está orando. Y otro está... Y ustedes están orando. Están pidiendo ayuda o algo así. Ah, todo está lleno de sal. Oh... Ah, no se puede usar la cámara en un dominio. Qué madre. Ok, no importa.
Can't handle your drink. Drop.
So.
Starball.
Devoto salinizado. Parece como si estuviera suplicando. O quizás estaba aterrorizado. Sí. Interesante. Ups, eso no era. Eso no lo quería poner.
Look at this! It's filled halfway with salt.
Just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious
Pero solo
treasure.
uno.
I claim this is mine.
Eso
I
lo hay
just
uno.
need to pour the endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000 bags. I can sell it and make a fortune.
Sí.
Hey! How can you use a relic of the god of salt for such a shallow pursuit?
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Tal
Since
vez.
we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
Ok. Bueno, pero lo de las sales, no buena idea. Ok. Interesante. Estaban huyendo. Él estaba huyendo de algo.
Think you can bully me? By royal decree. Shake! Drop!
Ah. Ups. ¿No era eso? Perfecto. Es el siguiente tesoro y apuesto que es más valioso. Están... ¿Qué es este?
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
Te vas a equivocar.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you
Okay.
stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth.
Whoa.
The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
Huh.
That's even better than the salt chalice.
Well then, according to our contract, the salt ruler goes to Miss Wanyan.
No, unacceptable. I paid for and organized this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
No eres el más indicado para hablar de gente inútil.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work, I no longer need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, "Ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock."
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I
Will suffer the wrath of the rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
Y...
Pay your dues.
Ok. Ok.
Think you can bully me? By royal decree. Look at you, Boomtail. Yeah, feel the beat. Time to rock.
No leí. No leí.
Can't run from death.
Lo siento, amigo mío. No-
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. Leave this place.
Y...
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long.
Espero que nunca seas tan codicioso como él, Paimon. Espero que nunca seas tan codicioso como él, Paimon.
Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts.
Ok.
When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract?
Muy
I
pocos.
think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
De hecho.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt.
De hecho.
I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I
Okay,
plucked up my
perfecto.
courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Chising, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Ahora que dices, nunca has dicho Rex Lapis.
Oh, right! Now that you mention it, the people of Leah very seldom use the name Morax.
Sí.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him! But this is Morax's Leela after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart. We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liu is no longer Morax's Liu. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
Okay. Okay. Tenemos que saltar. Algo pasó con la diosa de la sal. Su poder salió de control o los atacó por alguna razón. Algo pasó. ¡Jajaja! Okay.
Order guide you.
Fuérate.
Shake it, hands! By royal decree!
Adiós. Okay.
Crumble! I will have order.
I summon thee! Oz reveal!
¿Otro tesoro más?
This is a sword?
La daga y la espada. Supongo. ¿Verdad? La daga y la espada.
Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had to fight back. Fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated.
No, eso solo
The
prueba que la
power
espada
of
está
this
aquí.
sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the god of salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
Two pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are two separate relics. According to the contract, you can only claim one.
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take two relics at the same time.
This logic!
Zhongli, she seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
Okay.
When there's a contract, nothing can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take one half, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the god of salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the rock.
That's okay. The God of Salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But, as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Okay.
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm
Okay.
afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the seven.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors.
Okay.
After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then... this sword...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No! That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt!
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Borax! Don't try to trick me!
Hey! Hey! Come back!
Creo que fue demasiado para ella. Entonces lo que dijiste es verdad.
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Okay. Okay.
Are these statue thingies running?
Sí,
What will we find ahead?
de hecho.
Salt. And betrayal.
¡Ah! Sale en un juego gacha. Eso no es... Aparentemente por lo que me dicen la gente. ¡Oh no! Hablando de sal. Por suerte a mí nunca me ha pasado eso. Y no seguirá porque voy a obtener ajustado sin importar qué. No importa. Siempre voy a obtener ajustado. Dice, parece que estaba huyendo de algo. Seguramente previó que algo terrible estaba a punto de ocurrir. ¿Sí? Todos estos están corriendo. Huh.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Okay. Ah, parece que una gran explosión aquí. Parece que está en una postura amenazante mientras sostiene algo en las manos. Quizá él fue quien la mató. Hay unos libros aquí. Oh. Inspeccionar el lugar donde todo ocurrió. Ahora lo único que queda es una flor de sal. Bueno.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
Oh no.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword, and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't! This must be a lie. A false history, all of it! Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing.
No.
Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now.
Parece que conocías muy bien a la diosa de la sal.
Indeed. In ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for Morax also.
Algún día la gente de Liyue lo entenderá.
All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyonstone Forest?
Huh? What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
La verdad sobre lo que ocurrió. Ok. ¡Un cofre! Dicen... Perfecto, y protegemos. Perfecto. Ok, ahora salimos y vamos directamente a donde me pidió, supongo. Ok, ahora desde esta posición podemos... ¡No! ¡No! Ah. Bueno, se me fue. Ah, bueno, aquí hay una. No, no la agarré, no vale bien. Ah, es arriba. Ok. No problema, podemos subir. Pss, me cae para nada. Creo que tal vez subir de un lado todo incómodo, pero ya que... Posiblemente. Oh, oh, voy a caer. Ups. Ok, listo. No sé cuál es la parte adecuada para subir por a este lugar, pero ya que... Supongo que así es como vamos, ¿no? Listo. Siento que estoy estudiando del lado equivocado, pero ya que... Vamos a dar la vuelta por aquí. Sí. Wow, wow, wow. Oh. Ah. Por aquí. Ok, hay que ver de dónde tenía que subir. Por aquí había un camino. Ok, qué genial. Okay. Ah, rayos. Ya que. Pero sí. Bueno, sí. Desaparece. Listo. Ok. Ahora sí. Siento llegar tarde, me perdí y unos magos del abismo me atacaron.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming.
Entonces, ¿qué quieres que hagamos?
I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
Entonces por eso querías que te acompañáramos.
Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison.
Okay.
Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folk tales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue.
Wow.
My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Sal, flore. Continuará. Muy bueno, muy bueno. Muy bueno, muy bueno.
I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
Siento un poco de lástima por la diosa de la sal.
We did not measure right and wrong during the days of the Archon War in the same manner as we do today. Of course, as I am now, I only wish that she could have lived in a gentler time.
Huh.
Of course, as I am now, I only wish that she could have lived in a gentler time. I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
Las reliquias no fortalecerán a Sisi.
Though the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler do have power in their own right, they are nothing before Osial.
Osail, perdón, se llama Osail.
If a
Dios
day
Isis.
comes when he should recover his strength and return, I believe that even so, he will be defeated once more. I will remain here for a while. I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer.
¿Qué harás ahora?
That is a good question. In the past, I might have given you a most specific answer.
Pero ahora,
But now... Yes. I suppose I will continue in my role as a consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
suerte con eso, amigo mío, suerte con eso.
But if this journey was to your liking, why don't you come along the next time I am seeking to preserve memories of Leo's past?
No problema. Buena suerte, amigo mío. Buena suerte.